One of the things that we feel very passionate about is to produce leaders. In a sense, we want to replace ourselves one day, a long time away, of course, but we do want to replace ourselves. But we also know that it's biblical for us to train young people and to teach them how to turn around and train a generation under themselves. And so the Lord brought to us the idea that we needed to have the servant leader program, not a leader program that leads young people to become arrogant, but a servant leader program, and to just really model the Lord's way, which was first service. And so what we do is we have a team of young people who go through various stages. They start as TSLs, which means a trainee servant leader, and this gives them a complete idea of what's involved and even allows them over the year of training to decide, do I really want to do this or do I not want to do this? And a number of them say, you know, this really isn't for me, and others say, oh, this is so wonderful, can I please advance to the next level? And that would be the apprentice level. And at that point, they're learning how to do all the things that we ask servant leaders to do around here. And that includes things like assisting in classes. That includes things like taking on responsibilities to maintain the upkeep of the property. That includes coming on expeditions and helping to lead, assisting the seniors to lead. And it's all progressive. This is a time that we pour into them. We're pouring into them with Bible studies. We're pouring into them with just basic principles of simple teaching for themselves, basic principles of organization. It's something that every young person needs to survive on their own anyway, but the emphasis here is teaching them how to make disciples of the younger kids and being role models. You know, everybody needs to have a role model. Society is pointing to people who are definitely not living godly lives and who are not the people that you want your children to be looking at. And so our prayer is that perhaps our younger students will look to these teenagers in the high school and say, I want to be like that. And quite frankly, I could say without exception right now that those on our servant leader team are young people who, when they were in the middle school, looked up to the servant leaders and said, I want to do that one day. And so in that sense, this is very successful. In another sense, it's hard work, and it's an extra commitment, and it's extra time, and this weeds them out sometimes. But we also tell them, you know, when you go out into the real world, this is what it's going to be like. If you want to live for the Lord and serve the Lord, it's extra time. You're doing more than what everybody else is doing to just survive and be successful in college.